Welcome, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me for this tarot read today. I want to thank you guys too for all of your views, all of your likes, all of your comments. I very much appreciate the support for the channel, guys. Let's go ahead and let's get started with the collective's tarot read today. So this deck is called What's the Tea? Well, it's for what's the truth, right? Get into the truth. So let's ask Spirit that today. So Spirit, what's the truth that the collective needs to hear the most? Something they've been worrying about, wondering about, curious about. Whatever that truth is, let's get to it today. So Spirit, what's the tea? Can you tell the collective what's the truth they most need to hear today? This guy. Ooh, interesting. Marrying for money. What is this all about? Ancient. Wasting time. Bad reputation. Whoa, you got some nasty karmic energy here. Fake flex. And I keep getting somebody who is, I get pulled back to that marrying for money. And it's like somebody who's putting on a show, trying to wear expensive clothes, trying to look like they have lots of money, but they don't because they're trying to attract that. I do feel like they are actively seeking out people who they believe have money for relationships too. So it might be scoping them out online or going to places like bars or clubs that are a little bit more upscale, a little bit more expensive, and trying to look like they fit in so that they can try and find somebody. They're not looking for love. I can tell you, whoever this person is, they're not looking for love. Yeah, Clout Hungry says anything, does anything, makes shit up dramatic. This person, whoever tarot is talking about this is, and it is a karmic, guys, it is a low vibe karmic energy. This person is looking to hook up with somebody who's got money so that they can get wealthy without having to earn it. They present themselves a certain way. They might be, oh, I don't want to say, this is going to sound mean, but I got to tell you what Spirit's saying. This person might be acting pretty slutty because they're trying to take somebody in, like trying to seduce someone who's got money. And they won't give the time of day to anybody who doesn't look expensive. Like if somebody's not dressed a certain way, they don't drive a certain car, feel like they won't even talk to that person, or they're rude to them even. Like they think they're better than everyone else. But I gotta tell you, this person does not come from money. They don't feel like they come from money. They don't feel like they really work for money a whole lot. I don't know where the hell they're getting their money from for all the expensive things. Maybe they got like the sugar daddy, sugar mama thing going on. Groupie. Yeah, why does that not surprise me? Fake accounts. They're on like multiple dating sites. And they lie about how much money they make or what they do for a living or where they come from. They've like kind of made up this persona. And that's the persona that they use to try and rope somebody in. What else you got for me? Forces things on you. Cyberbully. Thief. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this person, I gotta tell you, takes money from friends or family to go buy the fancy clothes, to go buy whatever it is to put on this persona. Child neglect, karmic friends. This person doesn't like kids either, and they don't want kids. I keep getting they don't want the responsibility of being a parent. I don't know if they already have kids, and so they're neglecting the ones that they got, or if this is just something that they've told you they do not want to have kids. I think they'll tell whoever they're trying to rope in that they would like to be a parent and they would like to build a family and they're wanting to have that traditional life, but that's not at all what they're into. This person wants to party. They want money. They want to do whatever they want to do, and they want somebody else to fund it. Spirit, can you please tell me more? I'd like to know why this message is coming forward for the collective too. Like, who's wanting to know the truth about it? How does it all fit into everything? Wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, there's the broke ass, but we already knew that. Creativity muncher. Oh, gross. I hate that bad karma card, guys. I'm going to show that to you, and then I'm half covering it with another card because it gives me the creeps. Dust it off. So I don't know if this is somebody who is trying to play their game on you, or this is like a family member or a friend or a roommate, somebody that you know, and you're watching them trying to run these games on other people. I think they've burned you before, though. Whatever your connection is to this person, they have burned you for money. I feel like they've burned their family for money. They've burned friends for money. They've lost friendships over that. I gotta tell you too, I think this person, when they go out to party, like going to the clubs and stuff, I don't think they think much about drinking and driving or doing drugs and then getting behind the wheel. I have this incarcerated card, and I don't think that they're always locked up, but I do feel like they do risky behaviors. Got told the word tarot, so we're going to set those down. So what tarot deck belongs to this read? This one belongs to the read. So Spirit, can you please tell us more about the tea that's coming out for the collective here? What's the truth all about? Why is it coming forward? What's the collective, what's their connection to all of this? That's what I want to know. How are you guys connected to this craziness? Like I said, I feel like this is someone close to you and not necessarily like a love interest, like a friend or a family member or something. I think they've come to you before for help, come to you before for money, when they have nowhere to stay, like broke ass, right? And I felt that right away. Like, they don't have money. If you do let this person stay in your home, I think they bring a lot of disruptive behavior, because I think they come home at all hours drunk or high. They might even try and bring people into your house and then leave a mess. They don't help out. They don't contribute financially. And I gotta tell you, I keep getting this vibe like they get right indignant if you ever called them on it too. Like somehow you were doing something wrong for calling them out on being rude while staying in your house. Kind of got a lot of nerve. And they have a lot to learn. This person absolutely has a lot to learn about life. So they go around with like the laissez-faire attitude. Like they don't have to take responsibility for nothing or accountability for anything. Just think somebody's going to look after them forever. So they're not planning for the future. They're not getting serious about a job and education, about relationships. Take everybody around them for granted, everything around them for granted. Oh, we got the wheel changing. Well, I do see karma stepping in then. I mean, we had bad karma. We got karma a second time. That's 2 bloody karma cards, guys. Plus that wheel of the year. That's a new cycle starting. Something's catching up with this person. It's like they're going to go through a time... Because I think they've actually, to a degree, been successful at getting other people to foot the bill. And even in their little romance schemes, getting people to foot the bill. It's like times are changing, though. I don't know if they're getting too old to work that angle or what it is. But it's like the tide has shifted. Their little games are not going to work. And they've burned so many people around them. And so many people close to them, including the collective. They're not really going to have anywhere to turn to for help. Like the universe is trying to force them to deal with themselves. To deal with their life, to deal with their choices. To start making better choices. It's like a wake-up call. The universe is trying to give them a wake-up call. Now whether they answer it or not, Oh, that's interesting too. I got told they meet somebody. It's almost like it gets triggered when they meet a certain person and they feel like they've got the jackpot or they've met the jackpot. And this is like, this is great. This person's going to be someone who they can scam This person's a straight up karmic scammer too. It's like the scammer meets the scammer, or gets scammed by them. As they think they found themselves a love interest. They found somebody who's like promising marriage. Somebody who's saying they have lots of money. I do see like well dressed in a very nice car. But it feels fake. Like, I don't know if it's like a rental, or they borrowed it, or they stole it, or what it is. But this, whoever they meet who they think is like this jackpot meal ticket is a complete illusion. Just as much of an illusion as they are. That's what I keep getting. Yeah, because it's... whoever this person is, they act like they got money to throw around. But this person's just... it's going to sound really crude, I'm sorry guys, but the one who they meet is really just looking for sex. They're just looking for people who they can dupe into the bedroom, and then they don't ever want to talk to them again. They're just looking for people that they can use too. I learned the lesson. I got told with 3 of Pentacles, learn a lesson. There's the High Priestess, the universe coming forward. Gonna teach this person what it's like to get taken advantage of. What it's like to get lied to. And then I feel like they keep trying to pursue whoever this person is, and they get like ghosted. But they're trying to chase them down. They're trying to chase this meal ticket down. This meal ticket that is not a meal ticket. Spirit, can you please bring me more about this read? I'm almost wondering like who this person is to you guys. But obviously like it's somebody who you're wondering if their karma's going to come out. And the cards are saying absolutely. They think they met somebody who's got tons of money, somebody who's really wealthy, somebody who's stable, someone who they can take advantage of, but the whole time they think they're playing this person. This person's playing them. Like they got the wool pulled over their eyes. And they don't even know it. They're so used to being the one who lies to everyone that it's almost like it doesn't occur to them that other people would lie to them or take advantage of them. Spirit, can you please tell me more? Yeah, that's the truth about it. This person who they meet is totally broke. They have absolutely no money. Absolutely no money. And I think that person, it's... well, they're a criminal. They're not on the up and up, though. There's something greasy and scammy going on, and it does involve the law. It does involve legalities. And it's for their new person. Their person is not what they seem. Their person's dodging stuff. This is not much of a meal ticket. They're just like broke ass and running from the law. They're kind of just a punk. 3 of Wands. But this, whoever this is who you know, this is a karma they need to face. Because this is the kind of crap that they've been doing to other people. Right? Just using people, trying to get an advantageous marriage so they have somebody who has money and wealth who can just look after them and foot the bill while they go out and party and do whatever it is they want. They've taken money from family. They've taken money from friends. They've taken advantage of people who really care for them without really a second thought about it. So karma's like, it's your turn to get taken advantage of. It's your turn to get taken for a ride and see how it feels. I keep getting like a having to leave. A having to leave too. I'm trying to, like, I don't think that this one who they're meeting is the type who would ask them to move in. So I don't see where the having to leave is coming in just yet. But I keep getting that having to like pack bags, having to move. like losing something, financially losing something, or losing a place to stay. Spirit, can you please elaborate on what this is? What is this feeling of somebody having to leave, somebody having to move? This person's going to have to go back home. Go back to their folks or whoever raised them, and having to go begging for charity and begging for a place to stay. So whatever goes down to, I feel like they invest in it. Some sort of money that they have, they invest in it. And they don't have much money. So it might be getting a hotel room or spending it on fancy clothes or something so they can look a certain way to really rope this person in, only to find out that this person is just as broke ass and scammy as they are, and they're left with nothing. Because I get this, like, having to go home with, like, tail between the legs. Having to go home to family. Having to go home and get help. I feel like somebody in their family says, I told you so, too. Yeah, it's a lesson that they need to learn. Because they've been living, too. And this is what I got early on about them being rude to other people. They've been living kind of like their shit don't stink. They've been living like they're better than everybody else. This is the attitude that they have. They have kind of their nose in the air. If it doesn't look rich, if it doesn't look expensive, they don't want nothing to do with it. If people don't dress a certain way, they won't hang out with them. If people don't go to the same expensive clubs that they go to, then they're like, they don't want to be friends with them because they won't go to anything they think is like lowbrow or normal. Everything has to be like the best. The best, even though they can't afford it. And nobody they really know can afford it either. Because they come from like regular people. That's the family they come from is regular family. All the friends and stuff, they're just regular people. Nobody's rich. This person just wants to pretend. Spirit, can you please bring more? Yeah, coming back with tail between the legs, trying to make nice. Trying to make nice. Now, they're looking for a place to stay. They're looking for money. I think their ego's bruised, but I don't think they're going to talk about it. I don't even know if they'll mention everything that happened here to someone, like when they go back home, because I think they'd be embarrassed by it. Which might actually be why it's coming out in tarot. It's like, because they won't say it and they won't tell their family. Tarot's like, this is what happened. This is why they're coming crawling back. Because they're embarrassed. They just want to keep it a secret. I keep getting this feeling too of like whatever kind of confidence or bravado or arrogance, I think it was probably more arrogance, that they had to begin with. This really shook that. I do feel like this genuinely shook this because I start to get these feelings of like doubt. I don't know that they'll say any of this out loud, but it's like something turning in their head. And inside they're starting to wonder if they're doing the right thing and pursuing these kinds of paths, or if they're going to be successful at it. They're finally like doubting whatever it is they got going on here. But like I said, this person doesn't feel the type to say that out loud. No, I think they keep trying to pretend like they're doing fine or they're doing great. Because they just want to look good, right? They're very big on image, whoever this person is. So they still want to look like they're doing fine. They don't want to look like they got this shadow side. They got these doubts that are starting to wear away at them. They don't want that whole I told you so kind of thing. I think they get it to a degree anyways, just because they are going home to ask for help, to ask for a place to stay, to ask for money. I keep getting that somebody's jumping on the chance to say I told you so. Or that they should have spent their time better going to school, building a career, whatever it was. Spirit, what else is going on? What else is the tea that the collective needs to hear? Tower. Choices, choices, choices. It makes sense to have it next to the tower, right? Choose wisely, otherwise. And that's what this person's getting. They are getting a tower. Because they're immature. They've been making immature choices. They've been taking advantage of people. It's bad karma coming forward. Oh, see, that's who's doing it too. That's who's saying I told you so. They do have an older male figure in their life, which might be a father, a brother, an uncle, a cousin. It is somebody who's going to be dishing out some truth to them, whether they want to hear it or not. That's the I told you so person. So whatever they reveal to him, whatever they hide, no matter what it is, I think he already knows more or less what's been going on. Because I feel like he's ready to dish some truth out. He's sick of this behavior. He's sick of watching this person sort of piss away their time, piss away their life, and not getting serious about things. And not, for him, I feel like he sees this person not bothering to try and reach their true potential. It's not just taking a negative, hurtful path. It's not even bothering to try and reach their true potential. And I think that makes him very angry as well. And like disappointed that this person didn't take on better morals that perhaps they were raised with, and maybe this was the person who tried to raise them with better morals, and it's like, I taught you better than this. This one, he's dishing out some truth here. He's dishing out some hard truths that this person does not want to hear. He's also not giving much money or much quarter here. He's not helping out a whole lot. He might give this person a place to stay, but it's for a short period of time. I don't feel like he's eager to give them money either. I think he also sees this as an opportunity for this person to get shoved into being responsible. Like, he understands karma and that the universe is bringing this forward to teach this person a lesson and to give them a shove into growing up. So he's not going to help them a whole hell of a lot. He's like, what are you going to do? What's your plan now? What's your plan for the future? That's how he's encouraging. He's not like, you know, here's a bunch of money. You can stay as long as you need. He's like, well, I guess you're here for right now. But if you want to stay, you better go back to school or you better go get a job. What's your plans? Make plans. Go ahead and do things. You can't keep living like this. You can't keep taking my money or taking other people's money and taking advantage of them. Like, it's time that you live for yourself. It's time you stand on your own 2 feet. It's time you get serious about life and grow up. And quit going out partying. This King of Swords, I gotta tell you, this King of Swords is laying it down for this person big time. He's just sick of the behavior. And he doesn't like watching this person almost like pimp themselves out to try and get money or to try and rope somebody in for marriage. That really offends him. That offends his morals. That's not how he was raised. That's not the traditional values that he has. It really bothers him to see this person do that. And that's not something he's going to allow. Like, you can like that if he's going to help this person or give them somewhere to stay, that comes to an end. That kind of slinking around, all the different online dating accounts, all the going to the clubs, all the putting on a show, all that stuff comes to an end. I keep getting told, like, education. So he's going to lay it down like, you go get an education, you go get a job, you go get a trade, you go get a something and do something with your life. If you want his help and his support, he's got conditions. Feels kind of like the fatherly type, whether he is or not. And I gotta tell you, this person might not take too kindly to it. I sense a part of them that's doubting themselves and doubting what they're doing. And wondering if they chose the right path in life and maybe they should be focusing. And this is what they won't admit. They are wondering if they should be focusing on education or on getting a career. That's starting to turn in their mind. I should have maybe done something better with my time. I should maybe be doing something better with my time. But they're very egotistical and very stubborn and very arrogant, and they don't want to admit any of that out loud. So they may resist a lot of what this King of Swords is telling them to their own detriment. Winding up with nowhere to live, nowhere to go, just because they don't want to admit that they're wrong, even though they're already starting to wonder inside. It's like they just can't get over themselves enough to say it. What else you got, Spirit? What's the tea that one wants to come out to? This King of Swords is offering this person a pretty good opportunity. If this person can get over themselves enough not to sort of give them the finger, pack their bags, and just head off into nowhere. They're offering them a stable place to be while they get their life together and actively make better choices. And that King of Swords is willing to be patient while that person does it. Like, if it takes that person a while to go through their schooling or to really get a good job and to get financially stable, if the King sees that they are really actually working towards it, I feel like he can be quite patient to make sure that they get a good start before they leave again. Well, he's not giving them a bunch of free money. And he's not going to be staying there without contributing in some way or getting their life together. So it's kind of like this person's choice. What are you going to do? Yeah. Are you going to listen to this King of Swords who cares about you a lot, you know, and who wants you to get your crap together? Or are you going to listen to, look, we got karmic friends again. You know, listen to all your little buddies that you hang out with. Because all their little buddies are telling them too, oh, that's so mean. They can't tell you what to do with your life. If you want to marry someone rich and just whatever, that's up to you. And you should be able to do that. And that's not very good advice. That's not very good advice. But it's up to them what they choose. I feel like this person's at a crossroads here. Because that King of Swords has given them an opportunity to really grow up and start a new path in life. But they have this other group they've been hanging with who is like very much stuck in that mindset and that idea of that karmic way of being okay. And that's the best way to do it. So they got, I don't know, this person's got some growing up to do, guys. Like, the karma came forward. The bad karma came forward for a reason. The scammer that they got scammed by came into their life for a reason. It was to teach them a lesson. It was to try and make them think twice about what they're doing and encourage them to make better choices. They have a King of Swords in their life who wants what's best for them and who's willing to put his foot down to try and help guide them in a better direction. But at the end of the day, this person is an adult and it is up to them what they do. And like I said, I can feel the doubt in them where they're not sure exactly and they're actually starting to think about what they're doing with their time. But I don't know that they're willing to let go of this ideal, especially while hanging around with these karmics. This person's at a crossroads, so I'm not sure which way this goes. I would love to hear it, guys. If this read is resonating with you, I would love to know which way this goes and what choice this person makes. I hope they choose the path with that King of Swords so that they can live a better life instead of going back to this karmic stuff. Because putting that negative energy out there and behaving that way, I mean, let's face it, it only brings you more bad karma, guys. Alrighty, everyone, that's your read. Take care.